I'm a bodybuilder, and this is a Dollar Tree.
A store that's known for cheap and often questionable quality products that have gotten a lot of bad press in recent years.
State inspectors find Dollar Tree after a rodent infestation.
These kids who come here every day because this is the food that they eat
are going to get sick.
And for the next 24 hours, I'll attempt to shop, prepare, and eat my full high-protein diet with only ingredients that I can find inside. I'll also total up the cost for each meal and get the grand total at the end of the day. And finally, I'll compare the price and the experience to my regular budget-friendly full day of eating to answer the question, is it even worth it to buy groceries at the Dollar Tree?
I needed to find enough edible food for my 5 daily meals that total 3,000 calories and over 200 grams of protein, which, by the looks of it, was going to be a challenge in and of itself.
I don't see a lot of protein over here. Maybe Whoppers? How many proteins we got? Less than 1 gram of protein. This is gonna be hard. 190 calories, 15 grams of fat, 6 grams of protein. That is not gonna cut it either. Oh goodness. We got steak. Apparently it's a ribeye. Dude, that could be so clutch. Holy shit. They were made a year ago. Were they actually made a year ago? Boneless ribeye steak, Best Buy, December 28th, 2024. It is January 29th, 2025 when we're recording this. Gotta do what you gotta do. Wait, is that shrimp? Oh, that's $5. I guess I'll get some of this. Where's the Best Buy date? July 25th, we're good to go, or 15th. Protein bar, first 3 ingredients. Polydextrose, soy protein isolate, vegetable oil. Not what I want in my protein bars.
I looked high and low, gathering up everything I could find, and finally found enough to go to the checkout counter.
How's it going? Good. All the goods are home, and I paid a total of $31.23 for everything, but I probably won't be eating everything. As I said before, I'll be breaking down the total cost of each meal and the grand total at the end of the day.
I tried to find a wide variety of food sources to see if this would actually be a sustainable way to eat. However, I was very skeptical on how I would piece them together into edible meals. Ladies and gentlemen, I would be lying to you if I told you I was not excited to try this. First off, because I have never eaten anything from the Dollar Tree and I want to see what it's like. But second off, because it honestly smells pretty good right now, but you might be curious exactly what I have in front of me. And I have 1 box or 5 servings of these Hungry Jack hash browns. It's literally just potatoes, a little bit of salt, and probably a little bit of dextrose as well. And then we also have one of these frozen ribeye steaks, which is 5.5 ounces a piece. And it was actually expired. It said it was packed on December 28th of 2023, and it expired exactly 1 year later. So pray for me, I absolutely overcooked it to cook off any of that bacteria or anything like that. But I'm super excited to dig into this, so I'll let you know how it is when I'm done. Everyone knows the rules though. You gotta show the first bite. Beautifully well done. Honestly, not bad at all. With my first bite of food tasting surprisingly good, I was hopeful for the rest of my meals, which was something I would end up regretting later in the day. Ooh. Ladies and gentlemen, meal number 1 is now done. We had a little bit of grizzle in there, so don't mind that, but my rating for this meal is an astounding 8 out of 10. I was very surprised. We had our protein and fat in there from that ribeye steak. We had our carbs from that potato, and honestly, I am thoroughly impressed. Was it the best steak I've ever had? No. Was it the worst steak I've ever had? Yeah, probably, but it still got the job done, and it didn't taste bad. It's now on to meal number 2 and the pre-workout meal. Before I could get to making meal 2, I had to prep some rice for my post-workout meal because I knew I was going to be starving on the way home from the gym and definitely didn't want to wait for rice to cook. All right, meal number 2 and the pre-workout meal is upon us, and this time I would be lying if I said I was excited to eat this because I'm not. This combo of food doesn't look very good, but we're gonna get it down anyway, and I have a very specific reason of why I chose these foods for my pre-workout meal. But first, I gotta tell you exactly what it is. We have 3 packets of this Applewood smoked wild-caught tuna. They're just the regular tuna packets. I chose Applewood smoked for this meal just because I thought that would be good. We also have 7 of these crispy rice rolls right here. They're pretty much just like rice cakes. It's literally rice and a little bit of sugar. And I also have 15 grams of peanut butter, but you might be curious why exactly I chose these type of foods to put together for my pre-workout meal. And it's very simple. The tuna is very lean and very high in protein. It also has a little bit of sugar in there from the flavorings. The crispy rice rolls is just straight up carbs that I need for my workout to fuel it to get get a good pump. And then the peanut butter is just in there to slow the digestion just a little bit. And if I didn't have it, I wouldn't get much dietary fat today, and I definitely need that for hormone production and for everything else. But I'm going to choke this down. I don't think it'll be very good, but I'll let you guys know after the meal. I'm also gonna throw this Louisiana hot sauce right on top of the tuna so that I don't choke and throw up my food. But I will tell you guys how it is when the meal's done. This meal started off tasting much better than I expected. The rice roll tastes good, but quickly went south, almost making me gag towards the end of the tuna.
Heard of people doing, and if you're watching this and feel like you're at a low point.
But I powered through to finish off meal number 2 of 5 for the day. Pre-workout meal rating out of 10. I'm going to give it a 3.5 out of 10. The tuna was a 1.5 out of 10. Horrible. The rice cakes with peanut butter tasted like rice cakes with peanut butter. I'm all about it. It was great. So I'm gonna rate that a 3.5 out of 10. But our next meal is the pre-workout and the intra-workout drink. So I will catch you in the car when we're at the gym so that I can show you exactly what we're sipping on in pre and intra-workout. This is a sparkling caffeine ice. It literally only has 70 milligrams of caffeine, but I wanted something just to take the edge off, give me a little bit of energy before my workout. And then we also have this hydration drink that I'm gonna be drinking intra-workout. It's got a little bit of coconut water in it. It's about 35 calories, a few grams of carbs, got some potassium. It didn't have sodium, so I threw some salt at home because you can't have a hydration drink without some sodium. Pre-workout first. Tropical Punch, pretty mid. Strawberry banana, hydration. That's delicious. Tropical Punch gets a 5 out of 10. This gets an 8.5 out of 10. I'm gonna crush these and then I'm gonna hit a shoulders and arms workout. I'll let you know how the pump is after and how all this Dollar Tree food is actually digesting and how it does for my workout, but I guess you'll have to wait until the end of the workout. I'll let you guys know how it was. This may be a little bit of TMI, so be forewarned, but the carbonation from that drink is actually making me burp up that tuna flavor a little bit, and it is not pleasant in the slightest, and I told you I was gonna document my entire experience eating a full day of eating from Dollar Tree, so I just had to say that the tuna's coming back up and it don't taste good. I cannot even lie to you. That was a pretty good pump. I give the pump a solid 8 out of 10. Maybe there really is something to Dollar Tree tuna packets and some rice sticks, but we actually forgot something from the Dollar Tree yesterday, so I gotta go run over there quickly before we can have the post-workout meal, so let's get in the car so we can go do that. I was super hungry at this point, so I headed back over to the Dollar Tree for the second day in a row, only to find out
they literally restocked everything the day after we shopped.
they've got so many more protein options now. And the steaks aren't even expired anymore. All right, post-workout meal is served and it is looking interesting to say the least. Very similar to the previous meal we had, but we definitely have some tweaks in there. Starting off, we have 3 packets of this spicy Thai chili tuna instead of the Applewood smoke. We have 220 grams of white rice. It's just plain rice. And then what we picked up at the store just before, we have 85 grams of that frozen broccoli. Air fried it up. Hopefully it tastes at least okay. And then up in the corner there, as you can see, we have 14 grams of peanuts. I am just praying that this tuna does not taste as bad as that tuna before. Absolutely disgusting, but I'm gonna crush this and I'll let you guys know how it is. The Thai chili seasoning masked the tuna flavor much better at first, but as I kept eating, it got worse and more sickening, on top of the fact that the rice was quite bland and the broccoli was somehow burnt and soggy at the same time. Meal number 3 is done and dusted, and at first, I thought it was really good and I thought it was going great. I was like, wow, this spicy Thai chili tuna is way better than the other tuna. And then as I kept eating it more, I kept getting more and more sickly. So I'm gonna rate this a 4 out of 10. The peanuts, actually very good. The rice was very mid because it wasn't jasmine rice. The broccoli was still soggy despite me air frying it. This meal is getting a 4 out of 10. Not very good, and I am not looking forward to the last 2 meals of the day. Meal number 4 of 5 is now upon me, and I must tell you, my stomach is not feeling great right now, but I am doing this for science, and I am doing this for your guys' entertainment, so make sure you hit the like button right now. But now is normally the time of night where I have a Rise Ninja Creamy protein ice cream, and I am absolutely devouring it. That's what I want to eat right now. And if you guys want to support the channel and support me, all my content, make sure you use code Casey at Rise Subs at Young LA. Maybe grab a program over on CaseyKellyFit.com. That would really mean a lot to me. But I am doing this for you guys, and you want to know what's in this, so I'm going to tell you. We have 180 grams of white rice. We have 8 ounces of salmon. It's literally 2 grams of fat for 20 grams of protein. We got a little bit more of the broccoli here that I burnt even further. And then down here, if you can see, we have 28 grams or 1 serving of peanuts. Again, that's just for dietary fat so that we get all of our fat in for the day. I'm going to eat this, and then I'll let you guys know how it is once I'm finished. I'm not having a great time right now. I don't really know why I'm doing this to myself, but meal number 4 is now complete. We only have 1 more meal of Dollar Tree food left. I'm gonna give this a 5.5 out of 10. The salmon was not as bad as the tuna, but by no means was it good at all, and I am getting very sick of eating this food. Like, it feels like it's about to come up. But I'll catch you on meal number 5, and don't go anywhere because I'll also be breaking down the total calories, macros, and price for the entire day and comparing it to my regular budget-friendly full day of eating to see if it's even worth it to shop for groceries at Dollar Tree. With the day that I've had today, I cannot believe I am saying this, but I am extremely excited to eat the meal that's in front of me right now because it's something that I probably haven't had in 5 or 10 years. But meal number 5, we have 2 cans of this Healthy Choice chicken noodle soup. I saw this in the store and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get it. 13 grams of protein per can. That's 26 grams of protein. We have, guess again, 28 grams of peanuts just to get our fat in there. But I'm gonna crush this, and then we are going to head on to the calorie and macro and price breakdown for the entire day. You don't want to miss it. Although this would be some below average tasting chicken noodle soup on any other scale, after 3 straight meals of Dollar Tree fish, I was more than happy to eat this with a smile on my face, getting every last drop of broth. Would you look at that? Dollar Tree full day of eating, done. I didn't think I could actually do it. Now what you've all been waiting for, the calorie and macro breakdown as well as the total price. But first, let's talk about my experience eating only high protein foods from Dollar Tree. Well, I can't say it was as bad as I was expecting. It definitely wasn't great, and I was very limited on protein options, which would make this very difficult to do for more than just a day. I was also very strangely hungry throughout the day despite eating the exact same calories and macros, which was probably coming from the lack of fiber and micronutrients in the diet as a whole, which just goes to show you not everything comes down to calorie and macro count, especially when you're talking about satiation and actually feeling full from your meals. Now, on to what you've all actually been waiting for. The calorie and macro breakdown for the entire day is as follows. I hit 3,009 calories, 222 grams of protein, 347 grams of carbs, only 14 of that coming from fiber, and 74 grams of protein. For a grand total price of $23.27, which is almost $8 more expensive than the $15.55 that I spent on my regular budget-friendly full day of eating video, which I find absolutely absurd. So to answer the question, is it even worth it to buy your groceries at the Dollar Tree? I say absolutely not, especially if you're looking for some high protein options. You could find much better prices at places like Aldi, Sam's Club, Costco, or probably even the regular grocery store, but that's all I have for you guys today. If you were surprised by this outcome, make sure you let me know down in the comments. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I will catch you in the next YouTube video. Peace.